Hey folks, how you doing? Welcome to another of the podcast with me, Richard Lake, and my journey to complete the Transcontinental Race edition in number 8. You join me as I'm crossing the River Danube, taking the ferry between Zimici and Zvistov. That's how I'm pronouncing it. I'm sure I'm completely wrong, but it's a beautiful day. I left the hotel I was staying at last night at 4:45 and quickly made my way down here. It was about 70 kilometres away, so touch and go really, whether I was going to make it or not. A few times I had to get off and walk to get past the dogs and things, and then eventually I was like, fuck it, keep going, and just barked at them, and here I am. But it's mostly flat and mostly downhill as well, just a few undulations and things, so it's good to be here on the ferry and finally entering Bulgaria, the final country of this amazing journey. And if you've been listening since episode 1, I'm glad you stuck with me and hope you've enjoyed this series. And yeah, there's probably going to be another episode after this one, I think, possibly, just to see how it goes really today. It's probably likely tomorrow that I'm going to arrive in Burgas for that final parkour into the beach club on the coastline there. I don't know which coastline it is. I'm really looking forward to getting there. Have 2-3 days on the beach. I think that's probably going to be the plan. Work on the following Monday, back to work. Who loves going back to work? Of course, I've got to get I've got to organise a plane ticket to Brussels somehow from somewhere yet to be decided or determined, and then drive from Brussels back to the UK. So let's see how that all works out. I'll keep you up to date. For now though, I'm just going to kick back and enjoy the Danube. Well, hey folks, it's a day after that ferry trip across the Danube from Romania to Bulgaria. I've got great news. I've actually finished the Transcontinental Race, and it's not quite sank in yet. It's the day afterwards. It's just coming up to 8 o'clock. I arrived at the finish line at around 2:15 in the morning. No fanfare, nobody knew about. I managed to grab somebody for an okayish photo. The actual finish line itself was like a heart-shaped illumination close to Burgas Beach Resort itself, and it was like a green colour, so kind of didn't make the pictures that great. So I'm probably going to go back there this morning and actually get a few more snaps. But anyway, enough about that kind of thing. I'm really pleased to have gone on. Let's say it's not quite sank in yet. I've not gotten emotional quite just yet. I did ring my mum and dad, and speak to them last night. I woke them up, I think. But there we go. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm just having some breakfast in one of the local shops. It's literally just opposite Burgas Beach Resort itself. I'm waiting for the reception to open, which should be in the next couple of minutes. I'm going to find out, cross my fingers, find out whether they've got any party boxes left or whether I'm too far down the field and I've missed out. Either way, I've booked my flight home on Saturday to Brussels, so I'm going to jump in the car from there. And I've booked my accommodation for the next few days as well, so I'm going to be staying here in Burgas until Friday. So all good and well. It's going to be a good few days. Well, good evening folks. It's about 6 o'clock. I've had a little bit of sleep this afternoon, not a lot. It's hard to sleep in the day in this heat. Got my bike box sorted. Went across to a Decathlon. Had to take a bus to get there. It's in the city of Burgas. So that took a while to not only get the box, but organising it, getting back to the hotel. In the end, it was obvious. Hire a taxi. So the box is actually headbutt in it right now. It's right next to me. It's going to stay down here in the reception for a few days until I get the flight sorted. That's the bit I haven't done yet. A flight back home, hopefully to Brussels, so I can go and get the car. If not, it'll be going home to Leeds first and then coming back another weekend and grabbing the car or something. It's not the best scenario. I wish I'd left the car at home now, but I was of the opinion at the very beginning that Burgas didn't have a lot of options for a flight. But there you go, that's how it is. So I'm just about to head out for a meal this evening. I'm still pretty tired, but I'm going to go for a beer and pizza, I think. Hopefully it's going to taste epic and I'm going to feel full as a empty thing, which is no longer empty. Right, I am talking gibberish. I'm going. Speak to you soon. Well, good morning folks, how you doing? Hope you're well. I am well. I've had a good night's sleep, my first good night's sleep in a long time. I just slept through till, 20 to 10. I've had breakfast already, a nice cup of coffee, which is amazing to taste coffee again. Take it for granted. I'm sure many of the riders had coffee many times during this race around Europe, but for me, no, I didn't really have any coffee, so it's nice to have a coffee again. I've had one of those yogurt pots as well from Activia, where the ones, but they have like yogurt underneath, and the cap, they have like cornflakes and bran flakes. Who invented that needs a medal, because they're absolutely awesome, and you can find them everywhere as well, which came as a bit of a surprise. So that was really nice. What else have I done this morning? Well, I've tidied the room up a bit, because yesterday, like a bombshell, everything was just everywhere, and I've started to put things in the piles to put in the bike box, which I got yesterday. I need to look at flights today, how I'm going to get back home, what I'm going to do, set that in stone, set a date, and once that's set, if I need an extra day in the hotel, get that sorted as well. So yeah, just chilling out, relaxing. So I'm going to go down to the beach. I went for my beer and pizza yesterday. I didn't have pizza in the end. Of course I had beer, but I started with a salad, like a green salad. That was really nice. And then like a stir fry, like a chicken stir fry for afterwards, and a nice biscuit for dessert. And then of course I came back to the apartment and munched on crisps, more beer, more biscuits and things like that, because why not? I've burnt a lot of calories in the last few weeks, that's for sure. It'd be interesting to know if I lost any weight. I think I've lost a little bit of weight around the stomach, got rid of a bit of that flab. It'd be interesting to know. I'm also going to do a video now, I think, get my GoPro out and put everything that I brought with me on the bed and take some photos, put them on Instagram, just everything that I took with me, really. It's really interesting to see what survived, what broke, talk about that, and what I probably could have stayed at home, things that I didn't need to bring with me. There was a few of those. I certainly didn't wear all the clothing that I brought with me, so there's a few things which can stay out next time I do it. I mean, if I ever come and do the TCR again, yeah, I don't think I'd rule it out. It depends on the route, really, and how much involvement it has with what. Unless anything else springs to mind, I think that's pretty much it for this podcast series. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for listening, messaging me through social media during the race to give me your support, your thanks. It's so appreciated. I read all the messages at some point, whether it's during or afterwards. Really, really appreciate it. It's been amazing actually to receive messages from total strangers, people who have been following my YouTube channel or Instagram feed for a while. Really, really appreciate all those messages that you send through, or the likes on Strava and the comments, and it's just been absolutely amazing. I've really, really loved the experience, and it's nice just to actually completed it. I'm still not fully recognise the massive challenge this has been, and I've managed to overcome it, and it's been very difficult at times, very trying, but I'm a Scorpio. I don't know if I believe in star signs, but I'm a stubborn bastard, so I don't like to quit. I don't like to walk away and give up, so maybe it was written in the stars. I guess all that remains to be said really is, if you like this podcast, do share it with your friends, give it a like, and post it on Facebook, elsewhere. I'm probably going to copy some of these onto SoundCloud, although there's a limit to how much you can upload, isn't there? Anyway, you don't need to know that. I'm going to try and share it there anyway. If you want to listen to this previous episodes, you know what to do. Head over to the channel, start again if you like. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. It's really important to me that I reach out to as many people as possible and share my experiences, whether it's Audax, racing. I do a fair few sporties throughout the year. Do a lot of bikepacking, bivvying. I've got lots still in my head that I want to do, especially in the UK as we head into autumn and into winter and into next year. I want to go off-road a bit more. So if anybody wants to get involved with any sort of rides and wants to perhaps join me in maybe going along the Transpennine Way, I'd love to do that again. I like to go into Cornwall, the South Kerno Way, the Peddars Way in Norfolk. I'd love to do that. I want to do some more adventure, low key, nothing too extravagant. That's probably the wrong word, but nothing too as huge as a TCR for the next 8 months or so. I will be taking a keen eye on what's going on next year. Paris-Brest Paris, of course, is not far away. That's next August. I can confirm I will be entering for Paris-Brest Paris next year, because I did really love that, and there was nothing in that said, oh no, you don't want to do this again. It was just an amazing experience. Having said that, if something better comes along, next August that you think I might be interested in, do let me know down in the comments below. I will give it consideration, and it may knock PvP on the head. I do like to vary the events that I do. I don't like to do things twice necessarily, but if I do PvP, I want to enter that in the 90-hour group, so I get a bit more time just to chill, relax, see a little bit more of France and Brittany than I did in the 84-hour group, which was a bit more, I don't know, I was riding solo an awful lot, and it'd be nice just to have a bit of social element. Having said that, who knows what's going to happen between now and then, because I might go, right, stick me in the fastest group. I want to go hell for leather, see how fast I can go. Because I know in the past, I always kind of hold back a little bit. I always think to myself, endurance rider, ride for the distance, ride for the length. Just hold back, see how far you can go, rather than speed. But it would be nice to break the mold and just see how fast I can go for that short period of time. I've got the gear, I've got the know-how, I know what I need to be taken, know what can stay at home. It really would be good to just push myself for a few days and see how fast I can actually go. And yeah, so that's enough about PvP. What else is left to say? A big thanks, of course, to family, close family and friends as well. I love you guys. It's been great to hear from you. Big shout, special thanks to Chris Skelhorn as well. He's been doing the North Cape 4000s at the same time, and we'd never crossed paths, which is a shame really. I was hoping just to bump into him and say hello, wish him well kind of thing, but he's been a great friend and kept me grounded at times and offered words of wisdom and support, and just thanks Chris for being there. And congratulations, of course, to you for completing the North Cape 4000. kudos to you. Hope you enjoyed that as much as I enjoyed the TCR. It's just been... I hope you've had quite an eye-opener to the world of ultra racing as much as I have. Of course, big thanks to my sister Sarah and her family as well for dot watching back home, and to Karen Louise as well. She's been dot watching. And final thanks to Tony and Lucy as well. Tony's a really good mate from years ago. We've kept in constant touch, and it's one of the main reasons that I got into cycling and getting fitness in the first place, way back in 2014, 2015. Yeah, we went for amazing rides up into the wilds. All seem very small and insignificant to me now, but back then a 10-mile bike ride was like running the London Marathon. So you probably want to know what's coming up next. Pure Peak Grit, that's something to dot watch. It's 3 weeks time, or less than 3 weeks time. It's another big challenge. The challenge is to ride 600 kilometers in 2 days in the Peak District. Okay, nothing amazing there, you might think, but it's 12,000 meters of climbing. So the challenge is to finish that Sunday evening, back at work Monday. Between now and then, the Sonda, the Calibre TI, my old faithful road bike, needs to now have a little bit of love kit. It probably needs new pads replacing. The chain's definitely going to have to come off. A few other things might need looking at. It's just going to need a health check between now and the start of the Pure Peak Grit. So do check that out online on Facebook, or head to purepeakgrit.cc. All the information about dot watching is available on there. Right, that really is it from me. I hope to join you in the next big adventure. Look out for the video that will be accompanying this podcast in the next coming weeks. I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye bye.